trying to get inside. Just take a step a little closer. Let the music take you over. I don't got time to get to know you. So fuck it, they won't you come over. Cause up to the telly, it's just you and I'm fighting 8 hours, so let's get it. I don't mean to be rude, but your body's a vibe. So won't you come over and let me in? Pull up to the telly, it's just you and I. My flight in 8 hours, so let's get it. I don't mean to be rude, but your body's a vibe. So won't you come over and let me in? You say you got a man on the low, but I'm still taking off your pants, took a no. And don't nobody ever gotta know about how you got freaky in this room. She bounce on it dick like a pogo stick. They arching her back like a pro and shit. She said, cool, you better record this shit, cause I can't do this shit no more, no. No, I can't do this shit no more than him. He work 9 to 5 for your family. I said, bitch, take this dick. She said, no. I'm in the air like, fuck that nigga. She in my ear like, fuck that nigga. Knowing damn well that I gotta.
Hey, well if your man fucking up, man, give me the call. I'ma hop in the Uber, man, and get to the mall. Buy your little outfit so you can look sexy. Lay in the bed, baby, right here next to me. Rub your legs down with oil, make you feel good. Bend you over, baby, hit you with some good wood. Yeah, I'm that nigga to provide that tool. We gon' let her inside. What's up?
And I ain't gonna lie, I'm just stuck to you, baby. I don't know what it is, but girl, you got me crazy. Take you out in the hill and have you dripping in the latest. Take you stop with the field and I'll be dripping in the. And we be smoking on side to have you hide in the stars. If a nigga run out, the hollow tips gon' hit his hard. You gon' ride, I'm gon' die. And baby girl, we take it. Pull up to the crib, cause what we going to the top game. Pull up to the telly, it's just you and I. My flight in 8 hours, so let's get it. I don't mean to be rude, but your body's a vibe. So won't you come over and let me in? Pull up to the telly, it's just you and I. My flight in 8 hours, so let's get it. I don't mean to be rude, but your body's. I'm in the air like, fuck that nigga. I'm in the air like, fuck that nigga.
Hey ladies, Tree, all-star duties up in here. We on our 21
She in my ear like, fuck that nigga.
All that shit. Backline, show 'em you the best. Come on.
I'm in the air like, fuck that nigga.
We gon' breeze through all this shit in here tonight, yeah. Love the way this thing on in here. Yep. We on our original shit of it. Come on. We just gave you one. Here go one back there. We gon' bring this Chinese to the stage.
I'm getting ready for the
Go.
My band is playing one of the hottest shows. Call all my girls, tell them to get mine. We going out tonight. I'm getting ready for the go-go. My band is playing one of the hottest shows. Call all my girls, tell them to get mine. Going out tonight. 'Cause I'm ready for a party and I'm ready for a show. Cruising All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Fans from the Stands. Tonight we have live in the stands, Mature Clientele. We have the owner, lead talker, Mr. Gamage here. Introduce yourself to the people. Tell them a few things about you, about Mature Clientele, and also about Party Crank.
Well, first off, I'm Sean, owner, manager, lead talker of Mature Clientele. Been doing this since Mature Clientele has been in existence since 2007. I also own a studio called Party Crank Enterprises, and a couple of artists under the label, and just doing a lot of different things. I'm a hat. I got many things going on, man of many hats.
Okay, underneath those many hats is, of course, Mature Clientele. How long has the band been in existence?
The band Mature Clientele has been in existence since 2007. So I want to say, what's that? 13?
14 years.
14 years. Sorry about that, y'all.
You good to go. It's all right.
14 years. It started out as a band called Perfection, which ended in 2007, and I changed the name from Perfection to Mature Clientele. And that's where we at right now. Fast forward to now.
All right, fast forward to now, 2021. You guys ended 2020 doing a lot of shows. With 2021 coming around and that's still being stuck in this pandemic, what is the vision and goal for Mature Clientele going forward from 2021 on?
The vision now, to me, is to basically get a lot of stuff going on as far as recording, getting some original content out there, monetizing our YouTubes, and trying to make money on this digital side, because ultimately we don't know how long it's going to be before the gates really open up for as far as live entertainment is concerned. And right now I want to push my son, who's a solo artist. Cool. I want to push the band, different entities within the band that also have solo careers going on, and just monetizing and just really push it visually and audio. You know what I'm saying?
So you've mentioned monetizing more than one time. Have you thought of different ways in order for the band to make monetary and residual income, or are you focused on still developing your plan out?
I've thought of a few ways, and all I have to do now is execute. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing to talk about everything, but it's another thing to execute. So I'm looking forward as far as doing videos, even trying to produce like a blog, but a visual blog, not just just speaking about it, and just dropping singles, not just an album, but I want to drop singles like every 3 to 4 months. We drop a single and just push it, and also put visuals with the single. So that's really the realm that I'm trying to go through.
All right, so you are the self-professed king of VA Go-Go. I have to say it that way. I mean, I know you are who you are, and I believe in manifested destiny, so you speak it into existence. What do you feel like differentiates VA Go-Go from DC Go-Go and Maryland Go-Go?
It's a few things that differentiates VA from DC. I think VA is like a family-based situation, as far as there's a lot of people that are related in Virginia. So, for instance, if Mature Clientele is doing a show, and let's say that you live in Virginia, you have a family reunion, the family reunion will bring most of the people to the family reunion because it's very family-oriented in Virginia. Not only that, it's a situation where they're going to support family over everything. So it's very important to connect with the people. So most times when you are playing in Maryland and DC, you just gotta be able to crank, do what you gotta do. But in Virginia, you gotta connect with the people outside of the go-go. Meaning that you gotta have your ear to the streets. You gotta be able to know people on a first name basis. You gotta connect with the people for them to really support you, because it's not just about somebody that crank or not. It's about, oh, that's cousin so-and-so, or that's so-and-so married to him, or that's somebody I really know. I went to school with him, or I went, so it's really, really family oriented, and it's deeply rooted like that. So that's really, gotta connect with the fans. You can't just show up and play or just let your music speak for itself. You really gotta connect as far as being in Virginia playing. It is definitely important to have your product abroad, but if you're not that established, but you got a shitload of family, your event is gonna be where it need to be at. But it's really important to connect with your fan base in Virginia.
Okay, it's really important to connect with your fan base in Virginia. So speaking of connecting with your fan base, what did you take from 2020 as a lead talker, as a band owner, as a band manager who is restructuring his hierarchy? What did you take from 2020 that is going to make you a better person, and what's going to make your band a better band?
I took a few things from 2020. One is never take for granted the tools that you have and just the support that you have, because 2020 we had a pandemic and a lot of people was afraid to come out. You know what I'm saying? But because we have such a loyal fan base, people that I can call out in the crowd that I know on a first name basis, you know, personally, they risk their health and everything to come out and to support us. It really wasn't about people just trying to, you know, go to a go-go, because it don't matter who was playing. I mean, it's about if they really support what you're doing. And I just didn't take none of that for granted. Also, I learned to know that just connecting with my band, as far as the loyalty that they you know possess to even do that, it meant a lot to me. So let me know, like, these dudes and ladies is putting their health at risk to go out here and do this to make a couple of dollars. It just let me know that the loyalty was there, and don't take none of that for granted, because it can just be taken away, just like all the clubs have been taken away because of the pandemic. So it just lets me know to really key in on the people that's loyal to me and just stay loyal to them, basically.
So I know prior to the pandemic, or at the beginning of a pandemic, you would put a schedule up of live streams that you guys were going to do and different events that you guys were going to do, and things changed. My question for you is, what did you do with that downtime where Mature Clientele seemed to disappear and then reemerge on Fridays? It was Friday nights. So what did you do with that downtime? Like, did you create? Have y'all been in the studio recording? I know y'all are recording now, working on originals and songs, but what did you do with that downtime for it to be a better 2021 for Mature Clientele?
Well, we added a piece, which is Talisa. We added her, which is a huge asset to the band. We took the time to manifest our craft and get better and practice more. We did a live stream, and I also got to credit the firm for actually giving us that opportunity to showcase our talent every Friday. And we just stayed consistent. We recorded a couple of CDs we put out. I think we put out like 3 CDs within the pandemic. That's a lot for today. A lot of go-go bands will put more than 3 or 4 CDs out in a year. We did it within 6 months. I feel like just that downtime made us reflect and really see, you know, just not having opportunities to play at these clubs, it made us hungrier. You know what I'm saying? And we just took a lot of time to work within the studio and get better. We also picked up Duke, our guitar player. We lost Paradise. We just connected with each other and basically just had to get in the trenches and just dig in and work. You know what I'm saying? It's just a lot of adversities that we had to overcome within that whole situation.
Speaking of adversities, you see how you transition into my next question without even knowing it. Let's talk about blackballing in go-go. How do you feel about it? Do you feel that you're a victim of it? Do you feel like you played a role in some of the situations that have made you a victim? Like, what do you think blackballing really means in this culture?
I feel like, it's a good question. I feel like blackballing is at an all-time high within the go-go community. I basically feel like that there's a lot of bands and a lot of situations that's cheating because of their support systems.
Pause. Let's define cheating. Like, let's get into it. Like, I'm not even gonna play with you. If you're gonna use the words, we gonna dig deep. Like, we not gonna play with the words. We gonna use your words. Cheating. Define what you mean by cheating. Like, what situations are taking place that you feel like are hindering the culture?
Okay. Cheating. Rallying behind a situation that's not quote unquote cranking. I feel like any accolades that a band deserves should be earned. You know what I'm saying? Versus meaning your body of work, meaning your crank effort. I don't feel that. Like, my thing is, if I'm not cranking, tell me I'm not cranking. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna make me be better to try to get better to achieve that crank measure.
Would you really receive that?
Yes, I really would.
Or would you personalize it depending on who's delivering
No,
the message?
I really would receive it. Honestly, you know what I'm saying? I've been told that. You gotta understand, I've been doing this for 24 years.
Oh, I know.
24 years, and I've been told it many times. And it just made me dig deeper and harder to try to get where I am. You know what I'm saying? Get where I am. There's certain things that I feel, put like this. There's certain things that I feel that as a person, as my craft, I could do a lot better. But I also feel that there's certain things that I do that pushes me above the rest.
So how do you find that even kill? Because if you feel like there are things that you can do better and you feel like there are things that are pushing you above the rest, how do you find that perfect trifecta or that perfect matrix to unlock where you are right now?
You lock in and key in on the things that you're great at, and the things that you're not great at, you put people in place to make them do the things that you're not great at.
So what you're saying is delegate.
Exactly.
To build strength.
Exactly.
But with you being in this genre for so long, and with this band being your baby, honest question, Sean, can you fully relinquish that control and trust someone else to do it? You're a Taurus like me.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna look you in your face and I'm gonna ask you, can you fully trust to delegate and think that it's gonna get done the way you would want it done?
Honestly, no.
Okay.
You can't. But you can always influence and train as you go. So this is like raising kids. I got 2 kids, okay? My son, my oldest son who's in the band with me, is different than me, but he's also a replica of me. But he manifests to be better than I am, which is cool.
That's the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah, but my thing is, to every leader, you got to be an excellent follower. The way that I lead with this band, I can also follow. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you. Let me explain that. My band members will tell you, they can attest to this. I'm very diplomatic at the way things go, because I will ask an opinion. I will follow suit. I will do votes. I don't just say this is what the fuck we're gonna do. Nah, I'll talk to the band about what it is we're gonna do before we do it.
All right, quick 30-second question. What do you think Go-Go needs right now in order for it to continue to be the heartbeat of this city, of the DMV basically? What do you think it needs right now?
I think it needs a governance system, and I think that it needs to be unbiased, and I think that it needs to allow fresh faces, fresh bands to also have a voice musically.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first. Shout out to Sean, Mature Clientele Band. We're about to take a quick break and get right back to the crank right here on Fans from the Stands. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't, head on over to www.crankrock.com. Check out the latest and greatest in that fly Mitchcraft attire, or head on over to 9244 East Hampton Drive, Suite 201 in Capitol Heights, Maryland. Get you something fly to wear, because if it ain't Mitchcraft, it ain't right. We'll be right back.
Hey, Don't pick up where I left off, man. South Lawn 24. All stars. Miss Street. Yeah. to the crib in the middle of the night. Do it for the ladies over here. Oh, wait a minute. Kiss to the middle of the night. We gon' bring to this shit like it's wholesome. Talk about 4-4. On 1-4 style. Kiss to the crib in the middle of the night. And over y'all. Yeah. For 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. Tip to the crib in the middle of the night. I told you more breeze through 21 like we stole some, man. It's all about the drink, you know what I mean? And 24, all I know was the drink. Get down. Do it from the 5 stars. Hey, now. Hey. We on our own swag up here, man. All about the suicide, you know what I mean? Talk to him, girl. Let's get it in. You know you got something swivel up here, man. Okay. Always about the ill shit, you know what I mean? It's that business. Talk to him, girl. Yeah.
I ain't the type of bitch that do a lot of talking. And the only thing I need validated is my parking. I'm up a backstreet. Boy, when it's very, very late. If you sing the road, no, I'll put your ass in. Originally from the day one, even me recorded. And I hit up to see my project popping. That's a deadly combination. It ain't safe. I've been up. When you drip round here, we gon' all turn the down. Drip in my pocket, just in case a nigga talking crazy. Got a dog. I don't have no ammo, but my gun, I got the rocket. Zoom, zoom, zoom. On the target, know the niggas. This in my pocket, just in case a nigga talking crazy. Got a dog. I don't have no ammo, but my gun about the rocket. Zoom, zoom, zoom. One more time. I ain't the type of bitch that do a lot of talking. The only thing I need validated is my parking. I'm from the back street. Boy, when it's very, very lit. If you sing the road, no, I put your ass in. Originally from the day when he and me recorded. And I hit up to do my brother's parking. It's a deadly combination, it ain't safe. I've been up. When you drip round here, we gon' pop, pop. Drip in my pocket, just in case a nigga talking crazy. Got it. I don't have no ammo, but my gun, I got the rocket. Zoom, zoom, zoom. On my target, know the niggas. It's in my pocket, just in case a nigga talking crazy. Got it. I don't have no ammo, but my gun, I got the rocket. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Bitch in my pocket, all about the rocket.
I'm the type of nigga getting paid, hustle so long and been a even 88. You should ride a Harvey on my nigga AK. You got the fire pussy, that's crazy. I can teach you how to get paid. Hustle so long and been a even 88. You should ride a Harvey on my nigga AK. Got the fire pussy, this is crazy.
of Fans from the Stands featuring Mature Clientele. And like he said, they're from across the pond. Make sure you guys follow him, follow them on all social media platforms, ladies and gentlemen. What's your social media, Sean?
You got Mature Clientele Band at Facebook.com. That's one of it.
Okay.
You got Mature Clientele Band, that's BND, on YouTube.
Okay.
And then you got Mature Clientele Band on Instagram.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, make sure y'all take the time to follow and support everything that Mature Clientele is doing. Make sure y'all head on over to the Them Damn Fans YouTube page to like and subscribe to get more exclusive content. And make sure you guys take the time to follow all the bands on the grind and crank circuit for more up and coming crank. And make sure y'all head on over to www.crankrock.com for the latest and greatest in Mitchcraft attire, or head on over to 9244 East Hampton Drive, Capitol Heights, Maryland, Suite 201 to get you something fly to wear. Thank y'all for tuning in. God bless and good night. Peace and crank, guys.
That's